Forget your troubles, come on, get happy. You better chase all your cares away. Shout hallelujah.
Judy Garland, of course, it's no new knowledge, I guess. You know, she has to be one of the greatest entertainers of the 20th century. And for someone who died tragically, too young, only at 47, she had the most astonishing life. In fact, really, if you think of similar people, really only Michael Jackson comes close. They both started very young, they both had enormous careers, incredibly, appallingly talented people, but were also haunted by their own demons and fell into drug abuse and alcoholism, etc., and both had their lives cut tragically short as a consequence. The thing about this play, which I find really wonderful, is that it doesn't focus, even though it's set in the last 6 months of Judy's life, it doesn't focus on the negative aspects so much. Yes, she is going through huge personal struggle at this point, but there is a resilience about her and a sense of hope about her all the time. When she gets knocked down, she gets up again. She goes on stage, she pours her heart out to her audiences, her fans, and then basically collapses behind the scenes. So there is this constant sense of, throughout the play, is she going to make it? Each time she goes back on stage, is she going to make it tonight? And I think we're on the edge of our seats, willing her, wanting her to succeed. And for the most part, she does, of course. The play is set in December 1968, and Judy is in London at the Talk of the Town nightclub, and she is desperately needing a success. She is doing a cabaret season at the Talk of the Town, which is a slightly faded, very large, but slightly faded nightclub in Leicester Square. And she's booked in there for 5 weeks. And the play follows the rehearsal period, the previews, the opening night, and then into the season. So we see her at all these different phases of performance, as well as fighting her demons, essentially. However, when she makes it, it is astonishing, like truly astonishing. The thing about the play is you can't help but you need to encapsulate this amazing, amazing woman, and a woman who we know so many things about already. We kind of have an opinion about her, but what we don't know, and what the play tells us, is how funny she was, how kind of this crazy self-deprecating humour that she had, the sort of wild passion and abandon that she has. I mean, she threw herself wholeheartedly into everything she did, you know, whether it was into performance for her fans, or love, or out drinking, or taking drugs, or going out partying, or whatever it was. She really went for it. And so this kind of character is the most amazing gift, I guess, to play. I'm hoping it will be a gift to play, Kristen. Also, as you can imagine, cover your ears, very difficult. You know, hugely difficult to play, because not only do you have to act all those things, you have to be Judy Garland, and you have to sing as good as she does. So, the reason why I thought of this production to start with was I saw in Melbourne 2 years ago, I saw Kristen play Judy in the revival of The Boy from Oz at the production company with Todd McKinney, and she was fantastic, and the audiences just adored her. Absolutely effortless performance. It was so beautifully observed, without stress. It wasn't stereotyped. It was complex and rich and really astonishingly good. So I was thinking, well, we need to find something for Kristen, and this is the project, I think, for her to do. As it turns out, it's going to be 2 years later, so not just immediately later, but 2 years later. But I think that's fine. You know, she is an amazing musical theatre performer. Possibly you may not have seen too much of her work in Brisbane recently, besides Bombshells, but I can say that she's won the Helpman Award for the Putnam County Spelling Bee. She was also nominated for Helpman Awards for Urinetown and for, what's the other one? Goodbye Vaudeville, Charlie Mudd, as well as many Green Room Awards in Melbourne for a lot of work by Stephen Sondheim at the Melbourne Theatre Company and other projects, other plays. She's a great actor as well as a great musical performer, and she will bring incredible heart, I think, to this performance. Not just a surface rendition of, we've got the wig, we've got the face, we've got the hands. It won't be like that. It will be a very real, truthful performance.
Forget your troubles, come on, get happy. You better chase all your cares away. Shout out.